that too.
And speaking of mega fights, I'd like to get your thoughts on Canelo versus Daniel Jacobs. How do you see?
I think Daniel Jacobs is going to knock him out.
You think Daniel Jacobs is going to knock out Canelo?
Yeah, if Canelo stay off the meat in Mexico, I think Jacobs is going to knock him out in probably like 9.
On the 9th round. Okay, we have Canelo taking on Daniel Jacobs. That's a big fight also coming up. What do you think about that fight between them?
I think I was definitely very impressed with Canelo's last fight against Golovkin. You know, he took a fighter that never goes backwards. He can't fight backwards and won't go backwards, and he took him back. You know, and he beat him and he looked amazing. I think that, you know, he's gonna fight. He's gonna fight Jacobs. Jacobs is a tough fighter that gives everything in the ring, and he's also the bigger man. And so, but I still think that, you know, it's gonna be a great fight, and I'm excited to watch it.
And how does that one end?
I think it's a great fight. I mean, look, I know both of them, and you know, Jacobs is a good friend and also a great guy. I think he's gonna give it all. You know, he's not gonna, you know, just stand there or you know, go there to lay down. But I think that it's gonna be a great fight, and I'm excited to watch it. I'll be there.
The jabs and everything he did, like, man, he totally surprised me when I fought him. I didn't think that he was gonna be that good. I knew he was good, but I think he was gonna have that type of knowledge, that ring generalship when I got in the ring with him, and he did. And I was like, man, this is a superstar right here.
So now back to the original thing that we're talking about. Break down the fight.
Well, with Jacobs, I think Jacobs is going to be a tough fight for Canelo because Jacobs is a long fighter. Those long jabs, good right hands, and even Triple G had a hard time trying to attack. So I'm not sure how Canelo is going to be able to get inside, even though I know that he's fast enough and he knows how to move and duck. But how will he be able to get inside and get those shots off on Jacobs like he did with Triple G? Triple G's attacker, he's coming at you, so it's easy for you to counter. But this guy's not going to be coming at you. This guy's going to stay in the back and he's going to throw his long punches. How do you change that up? I don't know.
So you think he's going to box instead of try to use his size and try to bully Canelo?
Yeah, I think that he'll use his height and his size because that's the way he fights. It seems like he fights with throwing the jab and everything off the jab, the right hand, and the long shots, you know, and he's powerful like that. So if Canelo falls asleep, I mean, he can get caught with something pretty big. And Jacobs, I think, has that type of power that can knock you out. This is a different type of fight, different type of strategy. So I'm not sure how Canelo's going to get inside and use his counter body shots and stuff like that. How he's going to try to bully Jacobs.
You would think Jacobs would try to do a pressure fight, use his side, try to crowd Canelo, right? Because he's so much bigger and he knows he's so much bigger?
I don't know if that would be a good idea for Jacobs.
Because counter-punching?
Because Canelo's really fast and counter-punching.
Yeah.
And that's what Triple G did already. So now there has to be something different.
They were close. A lot of people say that Golovkin won those 2 fights.
It was
so maybe
close.
there is success there. Yeah.
It was very close. But I don't think that Jacob's style is like Triple G style.
Yeah,
as far as strength, that's not his strong point. Is coming at a guy.
Yeah.
His strong point is, you know, maybe toe to toe or maybe a little bit, you know, to sidestep it. That's why he had a good chance or a good time with Triple G. Triple G was coming forward and he was able to counter and do different things, use his jab, and I think that's what Jacobs would like to do. But like I said, I don't know how they're gonna do this, so that's why we want to watch it and see what happens. You know?
The third Canelo Triple G fight seems a little more probable now that this morning Triple G signed with DAZN. If that were to come about, who do you favor, and how did you see the first 2 fights?
Well, the first fight, I thought Triple G did more work. And the second fight, I thought Canelo did better. And it was more so. It was more of an even fight the second time than the first time. The first time I thought that, you know, Triple G won it. They gave it even. The second fight I thought that was probably even because of, you know, Triple G coming on at the end, and they gave it to Canelo. So the third fight, I'm thinking Canelo is getting better and better every time they fight. Canelo understands Triple G's movements, understands what's going on. He's faster, he's younger, he's getting stronger. So it's going more towards Canelo now, and Triple G's going more down. And so it was like, before it was like more even, where Triple G was, but now I think it seems like Triple G is taking a decline a little bit. He's getting a little bit older. I hate to say that. He's getting a little bit older, and Canelo is younger, stronger, and getting younger, stronger, faster. So I'm weighing a little bit more towards Canelo this time.
I love talking to you and talking about these possible fights. Wishful thinking. Just one last question. I know we got to get going. The fight that it's not wishful thinking, that it's actually happening on May 4th, Canelo and Daniel Jacobs. Who wins and why?
I think this is the right time for Canelo to beat Jacobs. Just going back and watching Jacobs, he's a great fighter. He's still in the business. I think he's already at the point where Canelo can beat him, and not only beat him, but can stop him or knock him out. I mean, his last fight in New York, I was there, and I saw him fight a Ukrainian or Russian fighter. And I was watching that fight, and I was putting Canelo in that position, and I see Canelo doing more damage. Canelo is stronger, more compact, smarter. He attacks to the body more, and I just see this fight being a great fight in the first 6 rounds, but Canelo breaking Jacobs down with a lot of body work and possibly stopping him or knocking him out in the 8th, 9th, maybe 10th round.
We'll see what happens. Thoughts on this big fight? It's been announced for a while, but I haven't gotten to talk to you. Of course, Canelo versus Daniel Jacobs. I was very excited. I still am very excited. It's less than a month away. How are you feeling?
I'm so excited because that's like, I'm excited for DAZN because that's the first sort of mega fight that we've put on. I'm so excited for Daniel Jacobs because ever since I signed him, he said to me, just get me Canelo. And I'm like, yeah, I will, yeah. And I'm thinking, oh, bloody hell, how am I going to do this? And now we've got it. But like, I've never seen such belief in a fighter, in a camp of people going into what is, in my opinion, a 50-50 fight. Like, it's almost spiritual in like, and I know like, everything that he's been through, everyone knows the story, the cancer and everything like that. It doesn't just mean you're going to beat Canelo just because you've beat Canelo. But when everything just builds towards a moment and you are as good as he is, I just can't see him losing the fight, honestly. And I'm so excited to be there on the night, fight week, the grander rivals, like all those things that, again, where I'm learning. I haven't really been involved with a mega fight in America yet, like this. So I'm so excited for Daniel Jacobs. He's having the camp of his life. He's so excited. We all are. And we just believe he's going to do it. And I can't wait for May the 4th.
Basically.
Now this fight, Canelo versus Danny Jacobs, what do you think, personal opinion, what do you think Canelo has to do to beat this tough task that is Danny Jacobs?
He's going to have to get on the inside. Danny's a taller guy. He's got more range. He's got a very, very good jab. Canelo's going to have to fight him on the inside. He can't stay outside too much because then it's going to give Danny the advantage because of his reach. But look, it's going to be an exciting fight. When two top guys fight each other, it's always a very, very good fight.
I'm really excited to see you guys working with different promoters to bring us the best fights. How's it been working with Eddie Hearn and even Al Heyman?
We work with everybody. We're always going to make an effort. You can't always make the fights that the fans want to see, but we're always going to try. We got no problems. They're doing their thing, and we're doing our thing. I wish that more promoters would follow what we do and really work with each other and get the fights done, because that's what the fans deserve it. Right now, boxing's on an upswing. There's a lot of money behind boxing right now, so it's exciting. It's exciting times, but you know what? Because of all that money, we should give the fans what they want.